Hello friends, Glädjen again is with you. Please subscribe Kagnag Sweden. This video all about students and why reject we our application with migration board. In last 3 weeks, you can say I got around about 10 students who contact me and they all have got rejection in their visa application or extension. Mostly were extension. They were students, they studying here. Some people came on 30 credit hours, some came 1 year and some came on 2-year visas. But their visas has been rejected or revoked by migration board or their extension has been denied. And all these people have got utvisning or leaving the country message or certificate from migration board. They have very clearly told them that you have no right to live here when you have lost your right to studies. First of all, I have a case example with you that one student couple who living here in came with 2-year visa from one country and they have applied for their visas, and what happened? They complete their first semester only and they study 12 credit point, 7.51 and 5 other, and then 2.5 they didn't complete their assignment. When you didn't complete your 30 credit hour or 15 credit hour in year 1, then what they did, they apply for, unfortunately they apply for study break. Swedish higher education or school log or HUHR system, Swedish higher education system allow you as a university student that you can freeze your 1 or 2 semester. Even you can freeze more 4 years if you are a Swedish national, if you are permanent residence, if you are EU national. But what our doing, where we doing mistakes when we are international student and due to some reason of family reason, health reason or any reason, we freeze our semester and we didn't complete 15 credit hour in first semester or in first year, and then we asked the university, we are not going to pay fee for next semester because we have freeze it. University follow the law of higher education and they allow you to freeze your semester. When you have freeze your semester, you don't need to pay fee. But when migration board follow the applicants in different universities or the student are studying or international paying their fee or they are full-time student in university and university said no, this student is on study break, he or she has break for 1 termine or 2 termine and she didn't pay fee. Migration board send you a letter for explanation. When you explain that according to university law I have taken this, but this is not in immigration law, they not stand anything in immigration that you are coming to Sweden for break, you coming to Sweden for full-time studies. Full-time studies mean that you have to complete 30 credit hour in your semester, but as immigration law say, in first semester you have to complete 15, in second semester or first year of your living in Sweden 15 credit hours, second you have to complete 22.5, in third you have to complete your 30 credit 3 years. So in last year you must have 30. If less than this you have a break and you complete only 7.5 or 12, of course migration will reject your application. What kind of letter your supervisor write, what kind of letter your university write, this is law. Migration board not going to violate the law, so they have to follow the law and they follow all the time, and we get rejected on this. Second example case, one student came here on 30 credit hour for example, and he or she complete her 30 credit hour. After that 30 credit hour, he or she got admission in 1-year course and he apply for extension before his previous visa is expired on 30th June or on 30th December. He or she applied for extension. Migration board holding its application according to the law, because first which duration you got 30 credit hours visa for one term for 6 months, you can extend that one when you got new admission for 1 year, but migration board will see your progress. In next 6 months is a new course for you, a new admission for you, and you have to complete at least 15 credit hour even you didn't complete anything, migration board not going to revoke your visas. They will wait, they will not make decision right away in some cases, but mostly cases if you complete your 30 credit, you have submit your results, they give you visa for 2 years or 1 year, which course you are enrolled. But if you not studying, they will hold your application and they waiting for your next termine. If you do not complete your next semester either more credit hour and you didn't complete until 22 credit hour, migration board will revoke your visas or they will give you a letter of explanation. When you explain them that I have this family problem, I went to Pakistan, I this, or my home country, India, Bangladesh, anywhere, this is the lame excuses they don't accept, because migration board only follow the law. If this assume you have complete 30 credit hour, next year you have complete more and you have 22, and then the third year you have this one, then they allow you. But if in second year you didn't complete 22 credit or more, so they will refuse and revoke your visas. But if you complete your credit and you sending them in the end of December, of course they will issue you a residence permit. Same like dependent visas and work permit. Lot of people which coming with female student or male student, they getting jobs in Sweden as a dependent. When they got job, they apply as a work permit. But as Swedish law says, when you entering the country, you have your work permit before you enter the country. Nobody can get work permit in within the country. Only exceptional cases when it's causing economic harm to employer, so you can get a work permit from within the country, but not on your personal reason that my wife and kids are in Sweden, that's why I cannot go back. This is not written in law, there is nothing like this. So again, when you are on dependent visa, he or she can apply work permit, but you must have leave the country, or you can, because law says self-employed visa or work permit visa you must have secure before you enter the Swedish border, before you enter the country. So you must have been granted that visa. So that's the reason we lost our self-employed, not self-employed as a dependent, or work permit as a dependent. So main applicant have right only Swedish work permit issues or Swedish self-employed visas issued to those person who is main applicant and who she or he has completed 30 credit hour in university language, in university studies, or a researcher who had completed at least one term in Sweden or 6 months in Sweden studies at a higher level. So it's very clearly, that's why migration board often. But what is safest way for you? What have to you do? If you completing your 30 credit hour and you have an intent to start your own company, if you have intent to you do your own business, so first your main applicant have the right, and then when you have applied this, you as a dependent you can apply, you can apply for work permit, but your still main applicant is the main applicant who has applied for business visa or work permit in Sweden. So be careful. I have seen lot of rejection in last 4 or 5 months and lot of utvisning, lot of people getting, and they abusing in place of they doing mistakes, they don't follow the law. Because first one, you have complete 15 credit hour in first year, you have complete 22.5 credit hour in next year, and 30 credit hour 3 year if you're living here. And that's during this time duration you getting your work permit or self-employed visa as a main applicant. Self-employed visa you apply, or you got a work permit offer, you apply work permit. But all the time you must have complete these requirements. Second, जब आप when you are going for a self-employed or review, after that you can may appeal your case. When rejection, you can go to asylum even if it's rejection, but the main laws are always applicable on you. When you have rejected already your student residence permit, you have rejected your business visa, how many applications you submit after that during appeal, it is not going to be accepted by migration board, because the law came into craft. the law is already applicable on you, and law is that your visa has been rejected and you must have to follow the Swedish law, which says that first year you must complete 15 credit hours. Second year, if you got visa, you must have 22 in a year, and third one 30 credit hour minimum, which is standard. Same time, you get work permit before you enter the country. You get your self-employed visa before you enter the country. No family reunification, no visa like you have your dependent, no visit visa give you right to start work within Sweden. Exceptional cases are there, and law say if there is economic danger to the employer, so migration board may be consider this to give you residence permit in within the country. But main application always, for example, if you have complete 30 credit hour and you are main applicant, you can apply for your self-employed visa or your work permit, but your dependent can submit application after you as a work permit. Then migration board not expelling you from the country when there is already main applicant has submit application for the residence permit. So there is big chance that you will get your decision within the country because your dependent your main applicant already proceeding a business application. But this is not a standard. It all depends on the case officer. So be careful. Do not get any study break when you are studying in Sweden. It's very dangerous and it's harmful and it's painful when you are families, you have kids with you, and migration board asks you to leave the country. So be careful. Never go to that way, which is wrong. Complete. You have to complete your full-time study. For that you got a residence permit. You can't get study break. There is no study break in migration law. So according to migration law, migration board decide. According to university or education, higher education laws, university decide. They give you break, but migration board do not accept because you must have come here for a full-time study of 30 credit hour. You must have to complete in within 1 year first, which you have 30 credit hour course. If you have 2 years, so you complete first 15, second year 22, third year 30 credit hours. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you got answer of some of your questions which we have received in last 2 months and last 1.5 months. There are dozen of students who got rejections. I'm really sorry. It's painful for you all. Same for me. I can make appeals. You can make appeals. Any lawyer can make appeals. Any consultant can make appeals. But there is nothing to be going to be changed our fate. So be careful. Do not go to study break.